Jesus Christ. Okay. My computer was just giving me troubles, and I've got a headache. That's why there's like I'm not having that light on today. So, jeez. We're back on Ace Attorney.
We're back.
Okay, it's good to know that my mic is working. Thank God, because I cannot deal with another setback today. Okay, it's not letting me install the update, but whatever. So yeah, we are back on Ace Attorney. We're still dealing with this whole thing with Edgeworth and him supposedly shooting a man. We found out some information last week involving his father and how he was there when his father died, and how like the victim is the man who supposedly shot him or something. It's a lot to deal with and a lot to unpack. It all goes back to the DO6 incident, and one person who can help us figure out what the hell is going on is somebody who seems to be constantly drunk off his ass. So hopefully we can use this extremely unreliable witness and get somewhere in this case. So with all that, before we get started, there's 3 links in the description down below I always want you to go check out. It's my brother's channel, go check him out, show him some love. And there's a Discord we're running, it's a little community we're building that you can join up and talk to us in. You can suggest games for us to play. Just makes you more part of the streams, part of the channel, part of the fun. Now, my audio sounds a little weird, but yeah, and there's a link for donations if you want to support the channel that way. And well, with all that being said, check no blah English. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many other awesome adventures. Now, let me go ahead and set my title, and we gonna get right into this. Be like, I almost didn't do this today. My head was hurting so much. I actually might go ahead and take some ibuprofen. It's been a couple hours. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This bitch is... I almost forgot about him. I can't stand this man. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements, so...
Objection.
Not so fast, Judge. If you had an opening statement, you'll just talk. I want to stab this man. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. You're wasting time. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Objection.
Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, the decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. See, how is he gonna help me? Because I really need it. Witness, state your profession. He's gonna say noodle shop owner or something. I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. Yep. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in a boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Objection.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. But I predict this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Hold on, what? Oh, wait. Time out. Have to put that in the right place. Is Mike? Oh, okay, I'm good. Oh, hold up. Ah, shit. Y'all gotta give me a second. This damn fan? Plug it back up. Hopefully not unplug the internet. All right, we're good. We're good. I still need to clean this damn thing. Okay, the witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Fantastic. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. You can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. He should still be... What? Ah, whatever. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? If I can make sense of anything he's about to say. Alright, it was the night of It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. And then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore, and a man walked by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection.
You can't object a cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for a cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Bro, this man can go fuck himself. Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Yeah, please have a heart attack. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, take that, bitch. Tired of him, bro. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Please don't tell me you're falling for his shit too. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who could verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Thank you. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Objection.
Keith. The prosecution... Jesus Christ. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Look out the window. I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, a boat comes back to shore, and a man walked by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. That's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Yo. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? Oh my god, he's really doing it. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. What the fuck? I mean, he doesn't even know who he thinks I'm his son. Like, how can he be a viable witness? This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Font karma. He lured me into a cross-examination so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over.
Objection!
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trials that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Objection.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints off after he fired. You ignore the truth of the matter here. But why would he... Everything in the witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? gotta keep fighting. I mean, Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his words is all we have. If you were telling a lie,
Objection.
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Something's gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna just end this for me. 3 minutes was hot. Wait, 3 minutes was perhaps too high for expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. I've actually been streaming for 16 minutes too. That's crazy. Enough. The witness may leave this. No, I didn't get to. No, what? No. Of course, he's never read further from the trial. Are you serious? Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the no. Did I lose because I was cross-examining? Wait. Who was that just now? Me. Huh? What? Who? How did he get here and what is he doing? Larry. Larry, please, if you don't clutch the fuck up right now. What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remember what? Did he just barge in here? Like, what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Bro, this music and everything. This game, I love this game. This game is so hype. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something was different from what I remember. Or something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Bro, Larry, you... Order. Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us a final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Thank you Phoenix, like, stand on your shit, bro. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. If the judge says so. Come on, bro. Don't be afraid of this man, bro. Allow me to speak my opinion. Go ahead, bro. Talk your shit. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Yes! Mr. Von Karma, eat a dick. I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? He grew a spine. We just watched this man grow a spine. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Oh, Larry. Court is adjourned. Larry, you came in clutch, brother. Whew. That was too close. Try to keep me on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. You're right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry has to say in there. Or what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Stop withholding information, bro. It's really important that nobody withholds any information. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I understand not thinking, but that was just... Why? I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let somebody he hasn't talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No timid child this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare a witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this thing being our big break. That night, I was on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in. Jesus Christ. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. I was hoping you didn't want to say that. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. It indicates, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea he was going to fit if I press him. Have you played this case before? I haven't played this game before. Well, I mean, I guess I've played it before now, but like this is my first playthrough of the game. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Me personally, I don't see any way to get miles out of this. That night, I was on the boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? What sort of thing's wrong? I don't know where to begin. Ah. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat in such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
Objection.
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Shut up, you're irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for his Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped back. Why am I having trouble with that sentence? So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Blah. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured it was searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 p.m. 12 o'clock? Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. You see, I gotta defend Larry on that one, because, like, people ask me, sometimes at work, they're like, oh, did you see this person? And I'm like, well, I saw them 5 to 30 minutes ago. I don't know which. Like, I don't know what I was doing at 11 o'clock yesterday in real life. I can't... But speaking of time, I do have to do something real quick. So, give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. All right. Might move my bed somewhere. Where else can I move it? What will fit right there? Okay. Think about going home and hear another bang. Where did the sound come from? Got some gummy bears here. Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? When was the last picture taken? Wasn't it like 12:05? 12:15. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I looked. Let me do this before I thought. Before I what? Before I forget. I don't know. Alright. Would you like a gummy bear, Victor? Or gummy worms, if you prefer those? So I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick, it was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Alright, so. There's one thing I didn't press. Wasn't there a boat out on the lake? Order. I can't eat these things and do this. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case. Alright, so hang on. So, I'm guessing I present this. Or should I present that this was fired 3 times? Can you give? Yeah, sure, you can help me out. Just don't, like, you know, outright give me the answers. Is there something you want to say? These things are a little tough. $11.50? Oh. Wait. Two picks, 1 shot. Yeah, see, that's another thing I was looking like, because when was it 11.50? I feel like the single shot thing is like what I need to press. It's like 2 picks, 1 shot. Yeah. Let me just go over this again. Where'd the sound come from? Not sure about that. Around. Well, I just did that. I'm tripping. Why is he sweating so much when he's saying that? Shit, what am I actually trying to even do here? Because, like... Uh-oh. I think I just lost some points. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction of that statement, Your Honor. How exactly they're related? Am I ever gonna get to point out that there's like 3 shots? Alright, you said it was a picture. Let me use the picture. Which one do I use, though?
Objection!
Oh my god. I hate that so much. Do I use the camera? Because it's not like I'm trying to catch him lying. It's just that he's not sure of what he saw. Damn, usually I don't need help like this early on. All of this is useless. Do I use the camera? I can only mess up 3 more times. What does I present by now? Well, I presented the oops. I presented both the pictures. No, I presented this picture and the gun. But apparently saying like there's a single gunshot wasn't good enough, so... Should I use this picture? I mean... This is way easier in LA Noire. It's none of this. I know that. It's not that. No. No. No, no. So it's one of these. It's just where do I use it?
Objection!
Oh my god, I just... Like, I'm not trying to catch him lying, so that's why I'm confused about what I'm supposed to be doing right here.
Objection!
I already did this, didn't I? Oh. Wait, okay, Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure I follow. It could... wait, nope. Nope, fucked up. Oh, dear God. I'm about to just start this case over because I know I'm going to mess up again. Lada's disposition? What do you mean by that? Wasn't there above the lake? Okay, hold on. You said the second page of evidence in the paper. So like you're talking about this, but like I'm trying to figure out where I use this at. Oh no, you mean this one. Alright, you know what? Scroll over to the right. Oh! You know, I thought that was like a DL6 file, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was this.
Objection!
Jesus Christ. Wait a sec, Larry. I wish I could get those points back. What? You know, you're at one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now just said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Like honestly, I might start over. That's what I didn't like have to do with the last case. Cause I'm in the last case, like towards the end of the whole Steel Samurai thing, I was using the right evidence just at the wrong time. So I failed that case and I have to start over. That's a disgusting color for a gummy worm. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all of what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? But it's also my fault because I wasn't reading everything I had in front of me. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Larry, what are you doing? Not sure. How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you would listen to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? What do you need his opinion for, bro? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he concede his testimony? I'm gonna let him continue. See what's going on. Your Honor? Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing's more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there's any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, we're gonna lock you in this time. It's lovely being alone on Christmas Eve. Oh, it's lonely. Okay. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't he listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I should believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Did I just shoot myself in the foot by letting him talk? Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks in between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing with this charade. I need water. I'm done with these things. out of my sight. That last one just tasted bad anyways. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
Objection.
Oh my god, what? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Let me talk. Like, shut up. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Could you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Okay, what did the DJ say? What did she say?
Objection.
Bro, Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless question. Shut up! Cease existing! What possible good knowing what the DJ said, what possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said to us, do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Just to oppose you. Well, how do you know if we don't ask him, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when you said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe my comment was right, I'm not sure how... Is this his fiancé girlfriend? Like, is that who the radio announcer is? It's the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. We gotta press until we get the bottom of what happened. Let me just press everything else. It's almost okay. So, like, I feel like that has something to do with this. 11:50. I get that. So you turn the radio? Right. Supposed to hear someone's voice, you know? You know, it's like they're alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. Shouldn't have said anything. Oh, that's...
Objection!
And what do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure I follow. No, I'm not trying to find... Okay, what am I doing if I'm not looking for contradictions? Just... We're gonna skip past all this.
Objection!
Yeah. Move. This should be like a actual skip button. Or like it shouldn't start you all the way over. Like it's been an hour.
Hold it.
Objection.
Hold it.
Objection.
Let's repeat everything I did.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Come on. This is one thing that I prefer, like, live streaming for. I mean, hold on. It's a reason why videos can be better. Because if it was a video, I could skip past all this.
Objection.
Objection.
Like, it shouldn't take too long to get back to where we were, though.
Objection.
Objection.
Almost there.
Objection.
I'm gonna have to do for this game what I did for Sonic. Like, every time I get something right, I'm gonna save. Come on, Edgeworth, grab the gun. Okay, we're back. Just gotta get back to where we were. Alright. So.
Objection!
So it's important that he continues. Now, will it let me save right here?
Objection!
All right.
Hold it!
What did she say?
Objection.
We should care. Okay.
Hold it!
And she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. You heard the gunshot.
Hold it!
Are you sure?" Of course I am. Shit. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So. All right. But see, she said hey, it's almost Christmas. And on 12/15, it would be Christmas. So I don't think it would be that photo. Oh wait. Okay, she said, "Hey, I heard the gunshots." No, she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas." Then he heard the gunshot, but like. He's saying when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," he heard. But she's saying the two.
Objection!
Lara, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's the face? You look scary, dude. Wait, wait, I think the 1150 photo happened because of him. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare you that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? He just said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts that. Okay, I got it, yes! That contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Can I save? Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Why are we bringing this up, though? Order, order. I need more water, man. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight? Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Buck's claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? The gun was fired 3 times. Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. Hopefully I just got that. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me the evidence that was a gunshot before midnight. Finally, I can use this! I've been waiting to use this for so long! The gun was shot 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Yes, it was bothering me too! But I couldn't use it! Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah, you waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof it was fired before midnight? The photo! Do you have any proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright? There's no turning back now. I got it already. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that... yes! 1150 photo. Eat shit, Von Karma. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with their automatic camera. This timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 1150. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is that it's not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words... Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, I thought I was... Okay. There was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, This leaves you wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Well, I better think of something quick. I have nothing after that. Wait, I was on a roll. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What? What's wrong? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Share with the class. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer... Wait, the murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I'm confused. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now is clear of this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth? Ooh, I can't wait to wipe that smug look off your face. There could be no other murderer in here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. Little bitch. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard gunshots 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. What? That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? I'm starting to wonder that myself, Phoenix. What you got? Explain who the two men on the boat were. Fuck! Okay. Second. Oh, no, What? Not supposed to straight up tell me? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. And the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50. He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... What the fuck? It's not Lotta, I'm sure. Don't say it. I don't know. That hurt me, isn't it? Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. Fuck you and your time, bro. I don't know because he never told us. The fish shop guy? The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. What? The caretaker of the boat shop? What? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out into the lake? Just shoot someone. May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well, then where did the murder take place? I'm guessing at the boat shop. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection.
Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? I do not. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if it had just happened? And where would he... Oh my god. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night in Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker at the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. That was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why he fired. To create a witness, I guess? Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Like, if he wasn't trying to hit him, he didn't fire twice because he missed. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who were at the shop would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. So why couldn't Miles just say he saw that? The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammer's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gort Lake. How? These are wild conclusions to be drawing. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we were waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go into the lake that night? Why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting the trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? How did he get out of sight? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot let him get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Unbelievable. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least I got from under that... Hang on. Guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like us on trial. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether to not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. What? Who did you murder? Oh my god! I can't. With the twists and turns of this case, I can't. That's all we're going to be doing today. I might stream later. I know sometimes I say that and I do stream later. Sometimes I say that and I don't. Depends on how my day goes after I turned off the camera. But we're going to be back on this either later this week or next week. I don't know which. At least I do have a headache today. But thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. And for those who watched the video, I appreciate you just as much. Make sure you check out the 3 links down below in the description. There's my brother's channel. Go check him out. Show some love. The Discord we're running that you can join to talk to us in. You can suggest games. This was a suggested game. And there's a link for donations if you want to support the channel in that way. And with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many other awesome adventures. I will see you all on the next one. Hope you all have an awesome day. Good night, but not goodbye.